Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday Message for May 13th, 2019. I wanted to start off with a thank you to the hundreds of folks that came out yesterday for the 44th Annual Street Fair. Of course, we didn't get the thousands and thousands that we normally had or have had in the past. But folks did come out, and I certainly had a good time. I want to thank the York County History Center for helping me make a Mother's Day card for my mom, and for having the root beer floats that have become a tradition in my family. And thank you for everybody else that did brave the rain. It started off bad, but there were some good times in the middle there that people did come out. So with 44 years of having an event in the springtime, you're going to catch a bad day or two. So, we got to live with it and move on. But thanks for everybody that did participate. I want to remind folks, particularly men, that next Monday, well, I won't be doing a message because I'll be participating in the Real Men Read event. This is an event that's been going on. This is our 8th year, but we're asking men from our community to come out and read to kids so that they understand that real men read. You can't get smarter if you're not reading. So whether it's on the internet or reading books or newspapers, we've got to get these kids knowing that it's cool to read. And the best way to do that is for us to set the example. So we'll be meeting at Hannah-Penn at 7 o'clock in the morning. This is from about 7 till noon. So we meet at 7 o'clock at Hannah-Penn School right off of Boundary Avenue. And we will get some orientation there, and then we will go out to the different schools. I'm going to be working in McKinley because the kids in my neighborhood go to McKinley. So I hope to see some of them and let them see me reading. But this is a huge thing, and it's really, education is our way out of a lot of our problems, and we really need to change the way that education is portrayed in our community. Education is more important than TV, it's more important than sports, it's more important than entertainment. It is the key to coming out of poverty. It is the key to changing your life. It is the key to making a better life for your family. So please join me if you are available on Monday morning from 7 a.m. until noon for the Real Men Read. Again, 7 a.m. we're meeting at Hannah-Penn right on Boundary Avenue there. I wanted to take some time today because I get a lot of, and I'm happy that people call me with concerns. Sometimes when you put them on Facebook, that really doesn't help us that much because you're not getting directly to me or to Philip or to somebody, Steve Buffington, somebody that can actually fix the problems. But even fixing York and things like that, we do try to monitor. And I wanted to go through just some of the great projects that have been going on. A couple of weeks ago, we had heard concerns about the lights on the one side of the George Street Bridge. And the electric was out. This wasn't a matter of replacing bulbs. A lot of times people are confused. Why did you let the lights burn out? It's not. It's wires rotting underneath where we have to either get in with and dig up the concrete or something like that. So it's more complex and more expensive than just fixing light bulbs and making sure the lights are on. And this is one of those cases. It had been on our list and was moving up in priorities, but now it has gotten completed. So if you look at the North George Street Bridge, you'll see that both sides are lit up perfectly, and I'm very excited that our entranceway is no longer dark there. Our Public Works folks did a clean sweep in South Queen Street. That means they went out in the neighborhood, and yes, we did go out there with our property maintenance folks, and people were given warnings and even fines, but we also went out and did our part by cleaning up the area. Now, most of the year, it is really the community's responsibility for keeping the neighborhood clean. We don't have enough people to be out there picking up every piece of trash that gets thrown down. We've got to have people organize and clean them up. So, a friend of mine sent me a text and said Pierce Alley, which is a little alley off of East Princess Street. Pierce Alley is really dirty. Well, luckily, working with some folks from York XL, Sal Galdamez's crew out there, we were able to clean up Pierce Alley on Saturday. But we can't always be out there doing that. I, as an individual, can't be out there doing it all the time, even though people that know me know I just pick up trash whenever I can. But we don't have the amount of staff in Public Works to do that. So please think about organizing your neighbors when you can to clean up the trash in a neighborhood. You don't have to wait for a city cleanup or anything like that. And we can supply bags and gloves. We just can't always have our Public Works folks out picking up potato chip bags and Gatorade bottles. And the street sweepers only sweep along the streets. You know, we've got sidewalks that are covered, stuffed under people's porches and things like that. So please, when you can, take the time to go out and have a cleanup in your neighborhood. East King Street. I've been getting lots of complaints for a long time about East King Street and potential accidents that have happened in the past. I wanted to let folks know that we have taken a step. We can't just go out there and put stop signs in to stop speeding. That's not legal. We have to have reasons. We have to do traffic counts and things like that. What we were able to do is put up new signage and also get rid of a couple parking spaces so that there is a better line of sight. Because on King Street, when the people are pulling off from the side streets, if they get hit, it's actually their fault. Now, if they can't see, that's our fault. So we've gone out there and we've adjusted the intersection around King and Lehman Street. So hopefully that'll help cut down on concerns over there. You know, I get these reports every week, and it was funny. I was thinking about just running through and reading everything that you know, our highway department patched holes and sinkholes on Walnut Street, patched 18 locations with 5 tons of materials, cleaned 91 inlets, vectored out 5 locations, fixed 2 inlets on Hawthorne and Newberry Street. Started sign replacements, installed 2 handicap spaces for people, replaced a missing stop sign, finished installing new signs and making more sight distance at East King Street and Lehman Street, as I was just explaining. Walnut Street, sanitary sewer repair. I can just go on and off. Fixed the lights at Girard Park. What else do we have? Pulled down or fixed low-hanging wires in Jessup Place, removed wires hanging down at Franklin and Chestnut Streets, worked on traffic signals. That's just 1 week, and that's not even all of it. You know, patching this week, 70 inlets cleaned, 18 potholes repaired, assisted parks and concrete, repaired brick sidewalks in the square. Just goes on and on. I don't know how to do it exactly, whether I should post this stuff somewhere, but of course things deteriorate. Of course we have to fix things, but I think certain credit needs to be given to our Public Works employees, our Public Works Director, Chaz Green, because they are working very hard, and you know, with the rains like we had last year and we're having right now, I mean, that stuff just eats away at our roads, at our sidewalks. And so if you see one of our Public Works folks, thank them for all the great work they're doing. And also know that as soon as the weather warms up just a little bit, the city is going to start working on our paving schedule for the year. So you are going to see some roads getting paved. Of course, the gas company and the water company are also finishing up some projects, getting things paved, but they're going to be starting new projects. The gas company's got a schedule that goes into 2022 to be replacing all of their lines in the city. So it is something that we have to work with. It's mandated. We can't stop them from doing what they're doing, and we're trying to stay on top of them to make sure that the roads are passable. They're not going to be perfect, but we are working on those things. And You know, if you have something, if you have an issue, please call it in to us. We have a pothole hotline, and anything, just get the information to us, and we'll be able to communicate directly with you and let you know that we've prioritized it. We have five alleyways. I know there were concerns on the south end about some of the alleyways and potholes and the cinders in the alleys. We're working on those coming up in a few weeks. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up here this spring, getting a lot of house cleaning and repair work done on our house that is the city. So thank you for everything that you can do around your house and neighborhood, and together we'll make York a lot better. So I'll see you around the city. Thank you.